What is going on, everybody? My name is Dean, or as most of you know me, Twisty, and today we're continuing our career mode in the World Cup here. Our form is pretty average, but we're coming up against South Africa in a must-win game. Again, we won the last game. We just played against England. We've got to beat South Africa here, and it's at Lords once again. Come on, we must win this match. The South Africans and the Australians coming up here at Lords for this big ODI clash. Any changes to the Australian team? Don't think so. Going with the same 11 that beat England. Those square boundaries, they're fairly short. So are the ones down the ground. It's a very square field. Win the toss, bowl. Do that again. That's a good decision. South Africa have won the toss. You should bat. I believe you should bat first, South Africa. You should bat first. Yeah, and they have! I like it. I like it a lot. It isn't long before we're into the attack. Rassie van der Dussen at the crease as I come into bowl. He's none for 17 after 7 overs. I mean, he's 17, sorry, not out after 7 overs. And the Australians have South Africa at none for 38 after 7 overs in total. So they've started reasonably well. They're going at a run rate of about 5. Just over 5, and it's probably, you'd be happy with that start. I think if you're South Africa, you look to get to about 60 after the power play. That opening power play, 50-60 runs. And right now they're pretty close to being on track to get there. Actually, no, they're not. They're a little bit behind. But it wouldn't take them too much effort to get back there. So 4 dot balls in a row here to start from me. That's what you like to see. Bowling first change here as well. Oh, he swung hard at that one. There's a fielder in the deep. Not quite going to get there, and he's actually ran the wrong way. Very disappointing. It's going to go for 4, so the fielder was out there in the deep. I think what happened was he came in to take the catch, realised he'd run in too far, then had to turn to the side, get there. Aaron Finch obviously very disappointed with the fielding, just as I was. Let's have a look at it here. So you see the shot was hit. The fielder actually runs in. Who is it? It's Joel Paris, rather than running sort of outside here. Because then the ball gets behind him. And once the ball got behind him, he was no chance of running it down and saving the boundary. So that's a bit of a major disappointment after bowling 4 dots in a row. And that's a dot to finish. So none for 42 after 8. Aiden Markram on strike as well now. He's none for 24. I'm just bowling a fraction straight at the moment. We'd like to just even away. Last over was only 3 runs from it as well. So the Australians doing very well to keep them quiet at this stage. Outside edge, no run. None for 45 here in the last over of the power play. It's going to be the single here. So if we can keep them under 50 for the power play, that's a big win. Oh, that's dangerous. It better not get to the rope. And it is going to... It's an outside edge. It's always a risk of do I have a slip there or not. Because we get the outside edge on a number of occasions. And unfortunately, it just goes for 4. So we're back into the attack in a much later part of the innings. We bowled just the 2 overs, none for 10. Hendricks and Markram in. South Africa 1 for 195 after 39. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. That sort of area, that sort of zone. But they got plenty of wickets in hand here, South Africa, so I would expect them to start going for some shots. Probably in the next couple of overs. And then an edge. Which, I don't know where it would have been. Maybe a gully fielder would have taken the catch. But no slip to Markram. That's disappointing. It's a dot. End of the over. 3 from it. 1 for 198 after 40. I'm really enjoying bowling in this game again. Pace bowling just feels a lot more fun to do than spin bowling. Spin bowling in this game, it can just be a little lackluster at times. You can't feel like you're doing a hell of a lot. And that's where it can be a little, fun sapping a little bit. Just saps a little bit of the fun. Now, I reckon as soon as they start hitting boundaries, because they're 2 down now for 203, so we can keep Amla on strike and just keep him dotted up, that would be great. But as soon as they start trying to hit some boundaries is when we'll start having to spreading the field a little bit more sort of towards the cow corner region. Get the fielders in there. So good over again. 8 overs to go. 2 for 215. And I think Australia will be aiming to get... Oh, did it come back in? It did enough. The umpire's finger goes up. I celebrate with my team. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes upstairs. And he's walking off. They decided not to review. Hashim Amla goes for 5. That's beautiful. And it's David Miller to the crease. Let's have a look at ball tracking here. This ball was supposed to swing away, but it actually nips back in off the seam. Have a look at that. And it turns out to be absolutely plumb. Gee, that is just a piece of bowling at its finest. I just want to have a look at this one more time on the replay and just see where it hits on the seam. Oh, it just hits the seam perfectly. And it is plumb as can be. So the ball, he wasn't actually playing this in a bad spot because it was coming back in. With a fraction, just fractionally moved back in. And that's out. That is handy. Big wicket. Oh! I'm going to go upstairs. I mean in the air, but it's not out this time. I'm bowling very well. My last 8 deliveries, no runs, 1 wicket. Which is elite. Oh, in the air. Just the 1. So Miller's off the mark. And I would expect him to try and hit this shot for 4. Yeah, there you go. So that's going to be the case. Is just throw the fielders out there. So Markram's going to want to hit me on the offside. I mean the onside. And that's a dot somehow. Oh no, it's just the 1. So Markram will retain the strike, which is good for South Africa. 3 for 221. And now what we can really try and do here is stop the singles from Miller. Oh, leading edge. Oh, did it not carry? Oh, it did carry! I'm surprised the umpire just didn't give it out instantly. Off the leading edge. He's run into his teammate. You've hit the... Oh, gee, what is going on there? Caught and bowled. Hello. And I get a second wicket. We're going to have a look at this one on the replay because what a catch it was in the end. I didn't think that it carried because my guy didn't seem all that chuffed about it. But here we go. It's a leading edge from the front of the bat. And it hangs in the air long enough for me to go, I'm going to dive, 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 and get there. Just. Gee, third umpire would have been tight for that one. What a catch. How good. And then I thought, did it carry? Why not go upstairs? And the finger from Mike over here goes up. Bowling. That's in the air. And it's going to be 4 as well. Oh, in the air, just the 1. I'm okay with hitting singles because you're the only one hitting runs. Should still probably get 270, I think. Oh, that out, that out. I pressed circle like 5 times. Oh, did I take a catch? Oh, I did take another catch. It is another wicket. That's 3 down and a second caught and bowled. I was spamming circle at the end there because I knew it didn't work one time. Look at this. Gee, that's a DB14 level catch. But it's a wicket nonetheless, and that's a golden duck for JP Duminy. South Africa 5 for 234. Gee whiz, I'm bowling well today. 3 for 25. Oh! Jeez, I'm going out for everything right now. It's a dot. Finish the over 5 for 234. He's hit that in the air. It's going to be a boundary. Fielder won't get there. Your fielders to run and cover gaps. It's in the air, but it's a single. So now it gets to cock on strike. And it's going to be... Could be a boundary, actually. It's in the gap of everyone, and it is 4. Oh! And again, it's a bigger edge. It's in towards the same sort of area. And again, it doesn't quite carry. Am I going to bowl to death? I am. No, I'm not. So I didn't bowl the last over. See some of the highlights here from the South Africans. They had some good stuff going for them. And they still ended up making a really good score in the end. There's an outside edge that really annoyed me. Going to the boundary for 4. Happened on a couple of occasions. Those edges just rolling away to the rope. And Markram was really the standout player. Hitting boundaries throughout the whole innings. Katie's bat made 150 odd, I think. It's just really, really good. And then we've got a bit of me steaming in. What did I have in store? A caught and bowled. I didn't really celebrate it because I thought, throw it at the bloody stumps. And then Markram continued to hit boundaries onto the leg side, onto the offside. It was a cracking game. A cracking contest in that first innings. South Africa finished it 5 down for 284. And it's Aiden Markram who was the standout player that we're going to need to counter. Maybe Aaron Finch can perform in that way. He's already had a big score in this innings. Oh no, not in this competition. It's a couple of big scores, 45 overs gone. Have Australia won the game? Australia have won the game by 7 wickets. Steve Smith's 97, helping them get the job done along with Whiteman. They chased down 284 in 45.3 overs, 3 for 286. I didn't get a chance with the bat, but boy did I deliver with the ball. 3 for 39. It really helped us on our way to winning that game. Our economy wasn't the best of the team. Mitchell Starks was at an economy of 5. Joel Parris, sorry, of 3.7. But 3 wickets in there and a maiden as well. And it really was very handy for us. I got rid of all the new men in. Didn't get anyone who was established, but it was all handy in the end. And again, Australia keep their World Cup dream alive, maybe, with the back of some really good bowling and batting. And are we working our way into form at the right time of this World Cup? So Australia jumped into the top 4 after that result there. We'll see what happens throughout the next couple of matches to see if anyone does overtake the Aussies before their final round match against Sri Lanka at Old Trafford. So, this is where it sits. If Australia win the game at Old Trafford against Sri Lanka, they qualify, I think, for the finals. It's really hard to tell because it doesn't actually show me the proper standings. So I don't know, but I feel like we will qualify if we win. I think we have a good enough net run rate to do so. So it's all down to this final game of the World Cup to find out who makes the semi-finals. Will it be Australia or will it be South Africa in that 4th position? Time will tell. We will do that in the next episode, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later. I hope you've had a fantastic time and enjoyed my glorious bowling. Ready to go. Cummins about to steam in for the opening delivery to Duckworth. Here he goes. First ball of the match. No run. Good start from everyone.